Hey guys, today I thought I would go through ways to support loved ones who are suffering. Maybe it's with chronic illness, maybe it's a bad time in their life, or they've lost someone. But I thought I would just, write down 15 that I was thinking of and the things people have done for me and I've done for other people that have been really nice. So yeah, I thought I would do that whilst doing my makeup because I love watching people do their makeup, and doing my makeup is fun and hopefully relaxing. And by the way, I'm not doing this makeup with any finesse, and it's not going to be a complicated look because my shaky hands can't do that today. But yeah, finding practical ways of helping people can be really helpful. And yeah, a lot of people say, oh, how can I help? Or, let me know if there's anything I can do. And oftentimes I'm like, that would be great, but I don't actually know what I can ask you for. And sometimes you ask things of people and they can't give you what you need. So it's about trying to, the best way to help someone is to make clear if you can help them or not. So yeah, that's sort of my first point to say. Obviously there's no pressure or any expectation for you to do any of these things. They are just suggestions, and if you like them, great. If you don't like them, feel free to leave them. That's not going on quite as I imagined. They are just suggestions, and that is really patchy. Let me put some powder on that. Let's get into the first one, which is offer to cook them a meal or bake them a sweet treat. My eyes look hilarious right now. Okay, I don't know what's happened here. Is it picking up on camera? It is. I think I used way too much eye primer. Let's just see if I can rub that away. So yeah, offering to cook them a meal or bake something sweet for them. Cooking can often feel like quite a big chore if you're feeling overwhelmed in life, and not something, I don't know, it's not always a priority. And it can often feel, overwhelming and just like, it's sometimes the last thing on your mind when you're going through stuff. But yeah, offering to cook someone something like their favourite meal, lasagna, pasta bake, some sort of stew, I think. It's just a really nice thing to do for someone, and it's not sort of, it's very personal, as a lot of these are. Quite a few of these are not actually go and buy them a bath bomb, which is one of them. So yeah, the second one is buy them a comforting gift. This is kind of the more obvious one, and probably one people do more often generally. But this could be a face mask, or a book you love, or a candle, soft toy, bath bomb, herbal teas. Wrapping it up is really lovely. Just something to let the other person know you're thinking of them. And plus, I think sometimes for some people it's easier to, buy something to show affection. Third one is writing them a letter, telling them things you value, love, and admire about them. Doing something personal, maybe you like painting, or maybe you like drawing, or writing songs. Just something that you've created that's more personal. Number 4, offer to come and visit them for a cup of tea. Yeah, going round to see a friend for a cup of tea, just have a chat and a catch up, and a check-in, which is always a nice thing, can be, a really nice way to support someone. Obviously, for some people, going out can be really difficult. I know I struggle to leave the house some days. Doing a video game. Oh yeah, that's another one. Play a video game with them. Oh my goodness. But yeah, bring a board game or play a video game. Just something that's connecting but isn't focusing on your personal lives or whatever. Oh, you could do a crossword. Oh, all the ideas are coming to me right now. Just things that aren't necessarily to do with your inner world or inner turmoil or pain or whatever. Something that just gets you out of that mindset and into sort of present moment. Or one of those escape games. This is great. They're all coming to me right now. Yes, me and my friend did an escape. It's like an escape room, but in a box. And that was actually really fun. It was quite difficult, but I would definitely do more of them. Number 5, offering to help them with chores, shopping, meal planning, routines and self-care. Chores, yeah, can be really like, I think when you're in a bad space, these things maybe just go to the bottom of your list of priorities and you're like, maybe getting by is actually more important right now. And like, for some people, again, that can be a couple of weeks. For some people that can be months, and for some people it can be chronic. And I feel like that's not mentioned enough. You know, obviously chronic pain is quite a term that's used quite a lot, but sort of chronic mental health, I like to say dis-ease, even though I'm not like, it's not disease, but dis-ease. Chronic mental dis-ease is a thing too, and needs to be talked about. Just sort of sitting down with them and being like, what do you need me to help plan? Doing creative things with them, so you can make worry dolls, doing vegetable painting, that was really fun when I was a kid, lino printing, collage, decoupage, even things sort of you did as a child in primary school, like that stuff's fun and it's play, and that's really important as adults that we do more of, because it gets us out of our like stressed adult mode and into more like fun play, like life isn't that serious, even though it is sometimes, but it doesn't always need to be serious. It can sometimes be, oh my gosh, it can sometimes be, you know, fun and lighthearted. Number 7, take them out. This could be to a cafe or to a park, into town, or you could go to a different city if there's one nearby. Like, just basically helping them get out of the house, because it can be hard to leave the house, and yeah, having somebody to encourage you and sort of be there with you by your side whilst you're doing it can be really nice and very helpful. And again, this is where you can sort of adjust it to their preferences. So if they like kayaking, for example, not that I know anybody who likes kayaking, but if they do like kayaking, you could take them out kayaking. If they like bird watching, you could take them bird watching. Nature, general nature, because we all know how beneficial that is to the old noggin. This eye look is turning out better than I expected. I forgot how much I love this eyeshadow. It is a beautiful eyeshadow palette. It's Charlotte Tilbury, and I think it was a limited edition, Fire Rose, and I got it ages ago and it's kind of been used a lot, so it's well loved. If they have other hobbies like going to dance classes, or yeah, doing life drawing, or like going to crockery places and painting crockery, that's one of my favourite things to do. Yeah, going with them can be really invaluable and just make them feel very supported and help them to do something they want to do, but not alone. This is a cute one. This is number 8. Picking them wildflowers, or you could buy a bunch of flowers, whichever you want to do. But flowers just help bring life and colour into someone's life, and can often like make people feel hopeful, and again, just sort of being surrounded by nature-y things is very good for you. And it's not necessarily something you have to maintain. I think sometimes if I was given like a plant, I love plants, but like maintaining plants, it's just not something I can do currently. Number 9 is give them a possession of yours that you're willing to part with. It could be a jumper you've worn a lot, or a book you really love and it's really dog-mouthed. Dog ear-marked? Oh my gosh. Dog-mouthed. Dog, like the corners are dogged, I don't know. It could even be a cheap necklace from Primark that's really ugly, but that you love and you loved and cherished when you were younger. But something that means something to you, so that when they hold it or use it, they think of you and associate it with comfort and safety. Sometimes it's not. I just hit pan on this freaking bronzer that I've had for like, I don't know, 10 years? What could it be, 10 years? Maybe like 9 years. This is a monumentous day, everybody. So number 10 is to make them a voice recording. So this could be of you reading a story, reminiscing about memories that you had together, doing a guided relaxation. Often can be very relaxing to just hear a loved one's voice, even if they can't be there with you, like in the present. I think sometimes you don't want to ring someone up when you're having a really bad time. You don't want to talk to someone. It can be overwhelming to talk to someone, and that's why voice notes are good. You don't have to put on any sort of a front. Number 11 is to message them, and I think this one might get sort of overlooked, but just keeping in touch with them and sort of checking in. Obviously it doesn't have to be every day, it doesn't even have to be every week, but just kind of reminding them that you're there. The next one is make them a playlist, sharing your favourite songs and ones that make you think of them. Again, show that they care about you and that they've spent time on it, and it's just, yeah, it's a nice way of being like, oh, here's part of me and I'm sharing it with you and I really appreciate you. It's just nice to share sort of music with people. That's just another way to connect, isn't it? Another one, number 13, is, this one doesn't really, again, I don't think I've come across that often, but it's researching their problem. I don't even like saying their problem, but basically we're going to say it for this instance. Researching the thing that inhibits or gives them strife in their life. But it can be really helpful to know that somebody has sort of understood or tried to understand what you've gone through, and maybe just learn more about their triggers, or learn more about what it's like to experience that sort of thing in life. I think it can help you to relate to that person more. And again, it's just a way of showing that you're like interested in their lives and you value them, and you're like, yeah, I want to be there for you and I want to give you support. Number 14, this is kind of similar to messaging them, but offering to be a listening ear. Sometimes all they might need is to talk or offload through something with someone else who is outside of their own head, because obviously it can get quite like in your own head and things can get pent up inside, and often having someone listen and not try to fix the problem or judge them can really help. You don't have to say anything, just knowing that another human being is listening and giving you the time of day to your experience. I know these brows are quite something. My sister calls them the werewolf brows. They're quite sassy. And the last one, last but not least, is not giving up on them. Because it can be really difficult, these things. It can be really, really difficult. Obviously it is Mental Health Awareness Week, and you know, there does need to be a lot more talk about mental health. I think it's become trendy to sort of talk about it quite casually, but you know, it does cost people their lives, and it's not something to just take lightly, and it needs to be discussed more and with more weight, and just there needs to be more education about it. And whilst people say, whilst the stigma is obviously a lot better than it has been, it's still not where it should be, and yeah, a lot needs to be done, hence why I'm making this video. Yeah, so that's my 15 ways to help someone. I'm just going to recap them quickly, because who doesn't love a recap? So, offering to cook them a meal or bake them a sweet treat and drop it off to their house. That's a very classic thing. It's like what people do when they have a new house, isn't it? Buy them a comforting gift. So we talked about face masks, books, candles, essential oils, roll-ons, herbal teas. Write them a letter. Number 3, write them a letter telling them all the things you value, love and admire about them. Number 4, offer to come and visit them for a cup of tea. like a house call. Number 5, offer to help them with chores, shopping, meal planning, routines and self-care. Number 6, spend time doing creative things with them, such as music or art. Number 7, take them out. This could be to a cafe or a park. Number 8, pick them a bunch of wildflowers or purchase them a bunch of regular flowers. Number 9, give them a treasured possession of yours that you're willing to part with. Number 10, make them a voice recording of you doing something, such as reading a story or reminiscing about memories. Number 11, message them and check in with them. Number 12, make a playlist for them. Number 13, researching their dis-ease and becoming more informed about it. Number 14, offer to be a listening ear. And number 15, don't give up on them. Number 15 is probably the most important here. This is Mental Health Awareness Week, so this video is for that purpose, but I think it can be applied to a lot of different things as well. Sorry, I think doing lipstick, you can't talk whilst doing lipstick. And I just want to make it clear between application of lipstick that you don't have to do any of these things. They are literally if you want to. Yeah, that's not the lip gloss look I was going for. There's some of my art, let me just show you. Okay, this has been a lot more chaotic than I thought it was going to be, but hopefully it was informative, and I think sometimes I make myself laugh, so fingers crossed I make you laugh too. So I hope you've enjoyed my get ready with me / ways to help loved ones, and yeah, who knows if I'll make another video? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. Yeah. Okay, I'm really jolly for some reason. I don't know if it's just talking to myself for like 2 hours on this, but here we are. Maybe that's another coping strategy for you. Bye!